Hello and welcome to Your Friend in the Darkness podcast. I'm your host, Stephanie Vegano, and what's true in the light is still true in the dark. So I've just gotten back from a concert tonight, and it was really fun. I always love a good live music energy. It really lightens my soul. I think a friend once shared a quote with me that I really love is that music washes away the dust of everyday existence. And I definitely feel washed away of dust right now. So thank you for the music. And I hope if you're a musician, you are out there sharing your gift with the world. It is such a joy to just listen to music as well as perform music. I think in the performing aspect, that's highly pleasurable for me. But also in listening, it's really fun and freeing and connective. And that's actually the theme of what my next blog article will be about on Substack. So make sure you are subscribed to have a read of that, and do sign up on email as well, so you'll be the first one to know when I release it. And I just wanted to reflect a little bit on this year currently. So far, it's already shaping up to be a lot more chill than last year. Last year was pretty intense. I was pregnant, which for me often means a whole lot of spewing, and also we were just on the go a lot, finishing up some things. We were not quite based at home, so there was just a lot going on. But we're way more settled this year, so it's shaping up to be a good year. So I think a couple of things I wanted to share with you guys, mostly what I've been doing and listening to and reflecting on recently. Something I'm actually really digging at the moment is the Summa Theologica in a year, or Summa Theologia in a year, with Think Catholic. It's kind of a commentary of a commentary of the Summa Theologica. So for those of you that aren't familiar with it, it's the epic work by St. Thomas Aquinas, and it's essentially what the modern day Catholic Catechism is based on. It's a summary of all the theological things and questions that people may have. I found the podcast really helpful because I am not skilled enough or knowledgeable enough about these words to learn. So it's really nice to have someone accompanying me through it and kind of explaining just 2 questions at a time what's going on and what's meant by particular words. So I can highly recommend that. And I think what it's actually brought into my spiritual life is really rich, because it kind of describes, it just makes you think really deeply about what and who God is and how God is. And it's really so significant to be able to contemplate about some of these characteristics. And then when reading the Bible, realizing that these are the words of this same God. So I really encourage you to, if that's on your heart, to deepen your faith this year, definitely get onto it. And my other sort of reflections for this podcast, and my listeners especially, was kind of this prophetic word. I don't know if you're into prophetic words or not, but there are some friends of mine that taught me about, I guess, the charismatic aspect of Catholicism and the gifts of the Holy Spirit. And I really believe that these words are for this podcast, so I'd love to share them with you, and I hope you can take them with you into your year. In particular, it's Exodus 3, so it's Moses and the burning bush. So please have some time and study with that. I will be taking that with me this year as well. And so I will tell you more about these friends as well as the podcast progresses. You may even meet some of them on the podcast this year. And I'm just super excited for what the year ahead brings. And now that I'm more settled, I'll be able to be in a more regular pattern of recording. So you can expect at least a monthly post, either written or with a guest. And it's been a really cool journey so far. We started in August last year, around, technically July. And then Fiore was born, and everything's been really cool. So are the main things I really needed to share with you today. It's just to get excited, have a look at Exodus 3, and maybe have a think about what your personal word of the year is. I'll share with you my one, actually, before we go, which is surrender. I don't know what that means yet. I don't think it's like an exciting word in the sense that it's kind of a big deal to surrender. And I think even this podcast is part of that, is putting aside my awkwardness to record and say hi. And I have a dear friend to thank for that. So I'm thinking she'll probably be the next person on the podcast, is the person that asked me to start the podcast. So it's like a full circle moment. She was like, hey, Steph, you should start a podcast. So maybe it's my revenge. Not quite revenge. It's paying it forward, hey? Anyway, that's all we have for today at Your Friend in the Darkness podcast, where what's true in the light is still true in the dark.